Hello everybody, just going to do a quick trades of the week video just to check in with the trades. It's the 2nd of February now. What have trades been like for the last week? Let's have a look at them and see where the profits might have been.
So let's start with the pound against the Canadian dollar. Short trade from Monday night, really nice, breaking down very nicely there. Initial target, the starter target, effectively like the minimum target that we look for. It's been achieved on day one, and the market sort of bounced a little bit and starting to break down again. The ultimate target that I'm looking for is down to that dotted green line. Do you see that? That's the last level of support that we found from when we broke up at the start of the year. So we're looking for the prices to suck down towards that sort of level. So as we start to look for bigger targets than those starter minimums, we'll start to manage that trade as the trade starts to develop into profit. And that's all part of what we teach on our program here, of course. But a really nice trade on pound against the Canadian dollar. New Zealand yen. I don't want to go too much over ground that Tom went through on Thursday in our trade of the day, but one of the filters that we have with our trade is a minimum stop of 40 points. If I take a night back at this choppy phase here, you can see a stop of 11 points. 33 points, 16 points. These are all rendered invalid trades. Why? Because effectively, one of the things that we've realized from analyzing tens of thousands of trades is if the stop is less than 40 points, it's most likely to result in a loss. Why is that? Because it's probably going to go in the wrong way. It's kind of limped over the line of a trade rather than having big full force and vigor behind it. You take this opportunity by contrast, big entry bar, good separation from the line there. That's got some oomph behind it. That, with a stop of 53 points, is a nice trade. And that's the sort of thing we're looking at. It's got something behind it there and the momentum that we can get behind. And that went on and hit that starter target. It's only 40 points there, a little bit less than 1-to-1 on this particular trade, but that minimum target being achieved on day one. The market's reversed a bit from there, but you want to hit that first target. A really, really nice move for New Zealand yen. Okay, let's take a bit down to a couple of the markets I wanted to talk about. So crude oil, really nice short trade. Again, achieving that starter target really quickly, going on a bit more than that. The ultimate goal here is really down to this sort of support levels here, that 134.55. We're sorry, not 134, 71.34 and 71.70. This little cluster of pivot points there, looking for that sort of number around that sort of 200 level, just nudging that number off those lows today. So really nice, quick fall, continuing from that fall for the last couple of days. There was the entry from the 1st of February. Really nice fall. And we're also seeing something similar with Brent crude as well. So UK oil, as your broker might call it, similarly moving down towards that support level, just above that dotted line, but that's there or thereabouts. I know some of our traders have been using that as a target, 200 points or so for a really nice move on UK oil as well. Nice clear entry point, rules-based entry point, and a really nice overbought market here. Falling, turning down, in line with a downtrend on the monthly trend. So really nice, what we used to call a swing trade with the trend. So nice opportunity there. Let's go through a few more recent trades. Another one from the previous day, pound against the Australian dollar. Nice enough looking opportunity, nice buy. It might easy to think, why are we buying it so far up? But of course, actually, this market's moving nicely into an uptrend. Ascending chart patterns, ascending weekly trend, the WT there, the momentum's up, and we're looking for the price to break from there. The minimum target there, quite low, but you know what? Let's just tighten the chart up. Let's think about where our next objective might be, because ultimately we're seeing price here, highest close for quite some time. We've kind of taken out the close from here. That's pretty positive. A lot of resistance previously at 193.33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candlesticks, struggling, failing to break through that 199.40 level. Here, it did it with ease on yesterday's close, so we should be able to see a nice acceleration of prices from there. Where could it get to? Well, this is where we just tighten up the chart and we look for where the market could go from there. Even seeing here, that's again, it's taken out all of this chop from October, November. Next level, 196.56, this dotted red line. That's the ultimate objective for this opportunity there on pound against the Australian dollar. Do bear in mind, however, that Australia has their interest rate decision at Tuesday morning. Euro against the Australian dollar as well. Again, really nice move. Initial target up to that recent support level. Nice short there, from last week. Nice buy trade there from here too. So again, really nice turning point. Again, Australian dollar there. Interest rate decision on Tuesday next week morning. So we're not giving it a huge amount of time for it to really develop before we really should be thinking about closing that trade. But a nice little sneaky profit there on euro against the Australian dollar so far. Couple of final ones that we're looking at. Again, I just want to go back to a couple of those other moves there. The likes of Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen, very similar in this regard to New Zealand yen. Too tight to stop, there. I mean, 36 points, fine. It is what it is. That's why the filter is in there to stop us taking trades like this. It's a natural filter to help us to a more consistent result with our trading. The final one I want to go on is a trade that's setting up for tonight. New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. Big explosive move there again. You see that filter taking into action there. Just 2 pips on the stop, which is ridiculous. But look, nice breakdown there. Market, descending chart pattern, descending weekly trend. Vector average breaking down, descending daily trend here as well, descending momentum on this market, and a really nice look to break down from here. Currently trading around 60.60. Where could we go from here? Well, why don't we have a quick look at it? Let's think about that. The initial stop is target is 50 pips away, so looking at about a 1-to-1 trade for tonight's opportunity. Let's just tighten up the chart. Let's have a little bit further back. Well, what we could do is look at that last level of resistance as now flipping as support. If we want to go for a slightly bigger target, perhaps even ultimately down to this sort of level here. But, when you're looking for those bigger targets, about managing that trade, of course, which is something that we teach our traders how to do. But some really nice movement taking place, and actually some pretty deep moves on New Zealand dollar as well. So look, that's a quick rundown of where we're at for the trades of the week. Really good closeout for January as well. So out of all the trades that were opened in January, out of those trades against our starter targets and rules-based approach to trading there, so some really good profits overall with the D1 Accelerator and the D1 Sniper combined, up around 25% profit on those numbers there. So some good profits in January. Let's see if we can take that momentum into February as well.
So that's my rundown for the week that was. Hopefully it's setting up to be a really great February. Some good starting trades already that we're seeing there. So if you want to see a little bit more about all of this, why don't you check out one of our webinars or tune in for more trades of the week as we go through next week as well. Otherwise, happy trading everybody, and we'll catch you soon.